Good heavens and welcome to Phonyville. Igor, throw the switch!
Yes, no way. Okay, what? No, you stole that from everything.
We've got a great show coming up, totally packed with news, discussion, your very own communiques, and various other podcasting cliches.
So let's get started.
First up, we've got some news. Or do we?
No, we don't.
Nothing is
No
new.
news.
Start the show, right?
Okay.
Bring back ponies. I want ponies.
Yes.
I haven't been able to inject ponies into my arm every week, and my veins are getting rusty.
Well, Equestria Girls 3 has been. It's actually a thing.
Oh,
It's coming
great.
out.
Maybe we'll see it before the next season of Sherlock.
That's not cool. All right.
But news aside, we have some fan fiction to talk about. Something I wanted to bring up is not a specific story, but a group on FimFiction. Now, anybody who's listened to this show for the past, not that many episodes, because we don't post it as often as we're supposed to, but anybody who's been with the show knows that while Treble will just read any crap that isn't completed yet, I prefer to read only completed fics. And that's why I was excited to stumble across the Completed Story Compendium, which is a group on, I think that's what it's called. It's called something close to that. Let's go with the Completed Story Compendium. It's a group on FimFiction. They have folders full of just completed fics. Most of them are pretty good. And I was so happy when I saw it. I was like, I don't have to worry about when the next chapter is coming or if the author's going to be a terrible person and like not update his fic for over a year. I'm talking about myself there. Yeah, so check out the Completed Story Compendium if you, like me, cannot stand an incomplete fic unless it's being written by Hoopy McGee, who's very trustworthy.
I'll allow it. I mean, I read everything.
I know you do.
Usually, I just go to FimFiction homepage, and then anything that catches my fancy, I'll read it. Most of them are terrible.
Yeah. And
Pretty much every single one of them is incomplete.
And when you turn your head to speak at me, nothing goes into your microphone.
Oh.
I love that.
Oh, okay. I'll just not look at you.
I'm getting used to this setup. Oh, how different would that be from normal, him refusing to look at me? That hurts my feelings. I had like 3 feelings left, and you hurt them. They're down for the count, man.
Yes, I did.
Okay, it looks like you have another thing on this list here.
Lyra's Ultimate Item Emporium. This was probably the only larger fic that I've recently read, because I only read one-shots. But this one was actually featured on EQD. It's about Lyra gets a crippling debt and then has to basically turn her house into a knick-knack shop and sell stuff. It's interesting. It's pretty good. I like it.
Is it sad? It sounds sad.
I'm only like halfway through it, so I don't know. It's not. No, it's. I think it has a comedy tag, so no, it shouldn't be sad.
Should anything be sad?
Yes, there are a few things that should be sad, like, oh, what was that one? Oh, there was a story. Octavia gets put in a coma, and I'm not going to spoil the ending, but it's Vinyl trying to cope with Octavia being so close yet not there at all, and it's.
Oh, wait a minute.
It gets the sad tag.
Wait,
It
I
definitely
read
gets
one
the
that was a
sad
lot
tag.
like that. Not that one. No, not a coma. I was thinking of Good Girl by Dungeon Miner. Have you read that?
No, I haven't.
Okay. First, have you heard the song Good Girl by the Living Tombstone?
Yeah, I think I have.
It's they took me out of my house, now I got a new home. He doesn't sing it. Some girl sings it. She's really good.
Or is that
Dasha.
opposed
I think
to
Dasha.
him not being good?
Well, you know Living Tombstone. Hello, I'm Sweetie Belle and I want to play. I mean, I love his voice. He's not smooth at all. Yeah, Good Girl is a story about what's her name? Screw Loose from that one episode. The Read 'em and Weep.
I don't remember.
That's the one they were going to call Reading Rainbow. Where Rainbow Dash is like escaping the hospital, and she hears like dogs barking. It's like this classic like chase scene, and then they get there and it's just like some nutty pony barking.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is actually it's a story by Dungeon Miner. It's actually kind of a serious story about I'm talking about Good Girl, which is based on the song by Living Tombstone. If you didn't follow that, his story is kind of serious about Screw Loose and her like husband, I think. Because she's like demented.
That's
It's really sad, but it's actually really good.
I don't like sad stories.
I know you don't.
I don't read sad stories.
It's still good. Nothing you can say will stop it from being really good.
This next fan fiction is
Pretty old.
pretty old, but I just recently read it. DJ showed it to me. Pinkie Pie Watches Paint Dry by Absolute Anonymous, I think.
Yeah, Absolute Anonymous.
That was interesting. I liked that.
Well, I find it kind of has that same vibe as The Pastry Postulate by Sir Squidfish, if you've ever heard of that guy. It's kind of like this weird, like, overthinking of something really simple. It's just this weird psychological journey that's really fun. Absolute Anonymous, of course, has the most famous story, and you may have read Pinkie Pie Watches Paint Dry. So Treble didn't really know who Absolute Anonymous was very much.
Nope.
Before I showed him Pinkie Pie Watches Paint Dry, which is weird because Absolute is one of the cornerstones of fan fiction in the fandom, mostly with her one-shots. She kind of left the scene a while ago. I remember when that happened. But still, I don't know. I feel like she deserves more of a tribute. I hope that she doesn't fade because she, some of her stories, although they were, just silly little one-shots about ponies, I feel like they got people through things that happened in their lives in kind of an unexpected way. Yeah, that was strangely serious for this show.
Yeah. All right. Moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
Rainbow dash in my hand, backpack on the backpack, ready to attack at a moment's call.
Moving on.
All right, we've got music. I'm going to bring up a group that just started the turn of the year. Internet Empire. They have, I don't even remember who's in it. It's Red, Panera Typography. He's everywhere. I don't even remember the other people's names. I'm going to have to look them up. But they've done only 2 songs, I think, so far. But they've all been posted, like, in the past few weeks. So they're still coming out with more stuff. And it's looking very, very promising. So go subscribe.
What genre would you say this is?
Oh, it's definitely electro.
So electro.
If any of you have heard Red, his stuff is fantastic. More harder trap style.
And I know you're a fan of trap.
Yeah. But also, Wubba Ducky. I don't think he's part of Internet Empire, but that's just another random...
Wubba Ducky.
Yeah, Wubba Ducky.
Rubber Ducky, where
I
are
found
you?
him or her off of their cover of Fall to the Sky. Is that it? Fall to the Clouds? Something like that by Violet Pony. And it's chill. Like, chills and ambience is now my new favorite genre just because it is. It's amazing.
Oh, I heard that ambient track that you did. Dude, that was tight.
It's fun. All right. Moving on.
Oh, so we have this miscellaneous section, and you may have noticed this if you go on our website, but there's been a bit of a war. There's a war on. Well, there was. It's kind of dying down.
Yeah, it finished, but I logged on to the website to make a few changes.
Ago, right?
Yeah, and I hadn't even noticed it until...
Took him 3 days.
Until DJ posted the post saying very subtle.
It was actually the third post.
Well,
the first one was subtle, and then I said day 1, let's see how long it takes. And then I said very subtle. It was like day 2. Let's see how... I said day 2, he still hasn't noticed. And then on the 3rd day, then he noticed.
DJ had changed our logo to add blush to the cheeks because, ponies blush way too much. I noticed that and was like, oh, hey, that's funny. And so then I edited my own version of the logo.
Because he's actually a good artist, and I was pretty much screwed from that point.
Designer, not an artist.
Okay, designer.
It went back and forth with logo changes and different things to the site, like editing the description and whatnot. And it finally wrapped up.
Okay, first of all, it was a high point when you turned... First, he rainbow colored my mane and tail, and then he wrote, totally has a crush on rainbow. You misspelled rainbow, but,
Yeah, I think I did.
Yes, you did. And then you turned me into a bad OC, which is terrible.
It was awesome.
And then I put up that Gen 3 Octavia, and you flipped
that
out.
was
Great.
Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
And then he R63'd me.
Yeah, it was nice.
And right now I'm down for the count.
I don't know how long we're going to keep that logo up.
The only thing I could do is R63 his OC and then add blush. It's the circle of life. Okay, other miscellaneous stuff.
We've recently been looking at going to BronyCon, not to have a booth, just to go around and
Just be
interact
there.
with people.
Yeah.
Because it would be awesome.
Might get some t-shirts or something.
Yeah, so you should be able to figure out who we are. Just look for the disturbances.
That just reminded me of this Discordian Detective Agency by Rodinga. Just follow the path of chaos.
He needs to make more of those fics because they were amazing.
Oh, so good.
Oh no, he doesn't need to make more of those fics. He needs to finish temporal manipulations, then make more of those fics.
Mm-hmm. I think I just got some sass on there for a second.
All right.
Okay, one other thing we should probably mention is that you've probably noticed we're like really bad at updating this show and posting episodes when we're supposed to. So to kind of what's the word I'm looking for?
Balance,
negate that. Yeah. We've started a new segment called
Poetry Corner.
And what Poetry Corner is just these short clips of either Treble or I reading either an original poem or fic or something somebody else has written, usually to some groovy music that we've written. The groovy music wasn't part of the original plan, but it just sort of fell into place that way. Mm-hmm. So not only do you get original content, original poetry, and original hot vocals, you also get original music, which is cool. Mm-hmm. And it's just an excuse for us to push our music. Well, let's be honest.
Pretty much. They'll all be around 2 minutes or less, something like that.
Right
Unless we're reading
a
a longer one shot. They shouldn't be like long dramatic readings.
Yeah, so it's just kind of something to like, I don't know, keep you chill, keep the people entertained. This week in missives, our mom says, not so fortunate with missives this week.
Actually, my mom did comment on the podcast.
Oh, did
week.
she really?
Yeah,
What did she say?
She actually watched it for the first time.
Oh gosh, what did I say?
She commented on it strangely addicting, but she couldn't figure out what we were talking about until I told her it was ponies, and then she kind of was just like, oh.
Never mind, this isn't good. You ever get that reaction where you're like showing them a song or something? They're like, oh, this is, what is this? Who is this? And you're like, oh, it's Pony One Kenobi. And they're like, who's that? I was like, well, he does songs about My Little Pony. And they're like, I don't think I like this. It's like, come on, dude. You are totally grouped. Just join the herd, man. Just do it.
Join the Herd by Forest Rain. That song would probably scare off more people than it would bring them into...
What is your show? It's like the only thing you know. You talk about it every day, thinking this is child's play. Okay, sorry. Go ahead. Song's so addicting.
So, because, I was going to say, yeah, we have no missives. So I guess this would lead us into a transition.
Well, hey there, listeners. You know you listen to the Phonyville podcast on the podcast network of podcasts. Yeah. Anyway, if you like what you hear, then get in touch. Don't be shy. Our email address is phonyville@gmail.com. Rewind and listen to that again. No need. I'll say it again. Phonyville@gmail.com. Our website is phonyville.blogspot.com. Hit us up. Listen to the episodes. Let them roll over you like a tidal wave of ponies and nice things. Ooh, yeah.
What?
We have Straight from the Horse's Mouth,
Oh, dude,
the Pony
that's
Quote
right
of the
there,
Week.
isn't it? Oh,
Yes.
we're not at the end of the show.
No, and this is actually pretty
Really
exciting
bad.
because I have gotten a soundboard now. Oh, yes. So our Pony Quotes of the Week will actually be Pony Quotes.
That's amazing.
For
Throw the
example,
switch. Wait, let me point. I'm just gonna grab my mic. I'm gonna point it at the speaker.
All right.
That's Primeval, but you know what? He's gotta hear it. Where is it? There.
Oh, what fun is there in making sense?
Soundboards, am I right?
Yeah, they're awesome.
Huzzah! Ha-ha! The fun has been doubled!
Just pick one, Treble.
It's liquid pride.
No, I'm not picking one. I'm picking all of them.
Oh my god. This is the most awesome soundboard.
It's fantastic.
Well, I guess what he's trying to say is that all of those are the pony quote of the week, and it's harder to get a mic into a mic stand than out of one. So much jostling noise to remove. Oh my gosh, you see that little bend in the sound
Yeah.
waves? That's gonna be fun on the editing side. Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, it's okay, it's time.
Yes, it's time.
And with that, we come to the end of our show.
There's pretty much no place to go but out.
We're closing up here.
Take the door on your left and leave.
Take the door on the right and $1,000!
It's entirely possible that on the other side of either of these doors is
$1,000! Good luck.
Pax Phoboscum.
$1,000! I'm sorry, that's just way too much fun to say. $1,000! $1,000. What is that?
I have no idea.
$1,000. 1,000 watts.
Now the hour has come at last, the soft and fading light has crossed the west horizon and has bidden us good night. And what a lovely night it is to walk a moonlit field, to see the softer shades that are by starlight now revealed. So why is it that now when all is quiet and at rest, when candles glow and all the world is at its very best, the ponies of Equestria should lock themselves away to shun the moon and wait instead for Sister Sunny Day? Am I so wrong to wish that they would see things like I do? And am I so wrong to think that they might love me too? Why shouldn't they adore me? Is it not within my right? I'll not be overshadowed, mine is not the lesser light. I've waited long enough now for them all to come around, and though the sun may plead and threaten, the moon will stand her ground, and all will know the wonder of my dark and jeweled sky, when all the world is wrapped in an eternal lullaby. So say goodnight at this, the final setting of the sun. Tomorrow dawns in darkness, the night time has begun.
What did you do?
I did a thing. I
Oh
did
no,
a
I've
thing.
spilled my milk.
Oh, great.
You've
Now I'm
killed
not-
us all.
Oh well. This should be fine.